Well guys, I'm back with another episode of What the Fuck is Wrong with Hillary Clinton? So I was looking at the footage yesterday and I noticed something that was fucking beyond creepy and weird. So here's what I want you guys to take a look at. I want you guys to take a look at Hillary Clinton while she's leaning up against this post here. And I want you to notice that Hillary Clinton has both of her hands behind her back. And her hands are down almost as if, somebody who's in handcuffs would have both of their hands behind their back and down near their lower back. Her arm is going like this and her hand is behind her back almost like right above her ass, basically. And both of her hands are... So she basically is like in a strange handcuff position while she's leaning against the post, pressing her hands up against it. So watch. Again, they're still there, both arms like in a handcuff position. So weird. Now watch. What the fuck is wrong with this lady? Oh my God, it's so creepy.
As we await Secretary Clinton backstage here, we believe Secretary Clinton will be coming around the corner any minute.
What happened to her? She disappeared. Where did she go? I know where she went. It's disgusting. I don't want to talk about it.
Let's watch this again. It is so weird. Take a look at this. Notice how you can see her hands. Once they start to move her forward, her hands kind of appear from behind the little post. Watch again. Bam. You can see one of Hillary's hands right here. It just appeared right there. Not this one. This is the arm of this lady. We're talking about this little hand right there is Hillary's hand behind her back. And in a moment, you're going to be able to see the other arm, the other hand of Hillary. Hillary's right hand behind her back. And what's weird is that when this dude comes in and takes Hillary's other arm to guide her forward into the van, Hillary's arm is like resistant. Like he kind of has to be pulled out from behind her as if she's like stuck there. I mean, this is like Invasion of the Body Snatchers shit, bro. It's so weird. Now, what's a little bit stranger, actually, is that some other people actually found footage of what appears to be some kind of metal object of some kind that hits the floor. What's interesting is that this weird metallic object that hits the floor, and in some videos you can even hear the clang of this weird object as it hits the floor, and it actually hits the floor right between Hillary's legs. So pretty much exactly where Hillary's hands would be behind her back, in that strange handcuff position, the moment Hillary's arms are finally pulled out from her back is the moment that you see and hear this metallic object hit the floor. Watch. So that's fucking weird. Now, it wasn't at the exact moment that Hillary's hands are separated out from behind her back. It appears that this metallic object falls and hits the floor just a moment before Hillary's arms are finally fully pulled out from behind her back. So my question is, maybe what appears to fall out of Hillary's pant leg actually maybe fell out from Hillary's hands. What was Hillary's hands doing behind her back in a handcuff position, so that right before her hands are pulled away from her, something falls out of her hand? What the fuck was that? Now, here's an interesting tweet that I saw the other day from Paul Joseph Watson, and it's a theory on what is that metal thing that appears to fall out of Hillary's hand and then clangs on the floor like with a loud metallic sound. What is that? Well, here's an interesting theory posted by Paul Joseph Watson. Someone sent him this hypothesis. The person writes, if you notice in the video, it first shows up way too high for it to have come from her pant leg. He's talking about the shiny metallic object. The shiny metallic object originated from her hand. Secret Service knew she was going to faint. When you faint, your hand goes limp and you lose motor function, so they gave her a piece of metal that would provide an audible cue to let them know she fainted. This allows the agents to maintain their 360-degree awareness while simultaneously being aware of the moment she faints. And if you watch the video, the person continues, she wobbles, drops the item, and immediately gets swarmed. They also tighten the box around her to prevent people from getting a better view. The takeaway here is that this was a rehearsed maneuver. They have practiced this and were prepared for it. You don't prepare for someone to experience massive health issues unless you know how sick they are. Indeed, the idea that she just overheated, total nonsense. So that's an interesting thing, because that's what it seems like to me. It seems like the metallic object doesn't fall from Hillary's pant leg. It seems to come because of how close the timing is. The moment they pry apart Hillary's arms from behind her back is at just about the same moment that this metallic object falls and clangs against the floor. It's a strange coincidence that while Hillary has her hands in that bizarre position behind her back, the moment they pry out that bizarre position by pulling her hands forward is just about the same time that this strange metallic object hits the floor. So this is a really interesting theory. So again, thank you guys for watching. As always, go to my website, www.redpillphilosophy.com, where I have amazing Donald Trump t-shirts, $18.89, shipping basically worldwide. Donald Trump, finally someone with balls. Again, I'll put the link to this t-shirt in the description below. It also supports the work that I do, so thank you for watching.
Fight back against YouTube censorship by supporting me on Patreon. You'll also get access to exclusive, never-before-seen videos and other perks like monthly Google Hangouts with me, free books and t-shirts, and more.